All right, today we're diving into a really fascinating natural compound. It's found in foods you've probably eaten this week, maybe even today. And in the lab, this molecule shows incredible promise for fighting disease. But, and this is a big but, it also comes with a huge scientific puzzle that researchers are racing to solve.
So think about this for a second. Right now, on a level you can't even see, there's a constant war being waged inside your body. It's this relentless, invisible battle that kind of dictates how you age, how you feel, and even your risk for chronic disease. And the enemy in this battle? They're called free radicals. And this whole battle leads to a state called oxidative stress. Now, the easiest way to picture free radicals is to think of them as these tiny, unstable cellular thieves. Seriously. They're missing an electron, so they just go around stealing one from any healthy cell they can find. This damages the cell and, you guessed it, creates yet another free radical. It just sets off this destructive chain reaction that's linked to everything from wrinkles to major diseases.
But of course, nature has an answer. To fight these cellular thieves, our bodies use something called antioxidants. And today, we're going to meet one of nature's most powerful defenders against this whole invisible war, a molecule called quercetin.
So, what exactly is quercetin? Well, it's a type of flavonoid. That's just a sciencey term for a class of compounds that give plants their beautiful, vibrant colors. But what's really important here is that research has pointed to it as one of the most potent, really powerful, natural antioxidants we know about. It's like having a first-class bodyguard for your cells.
And you know what the best part is? It's not some exotic, impossible-to-find substance. It is literally right there in your kitchen. You'll find it in things like apples, berries, and tea. But one of the most abundant sources, believe it or not, is the humble onion. It packs in around 300 milligrams per kilogram.
Okay, so let's get into the good stuff. What is it that makes scientists so incredibly interested in this one particular molecule? Well, based on a whole mountain of lab research, quercetin appears to have a few potential, let's call them superpowers.
Its first and most famous superpower is its role as an antioxidant shield. This is its main job, finding those free radical thieves we were talking about and just neutralizing them before they can kick off that whole cascade of cellular damage.
And this protection, it goes incredibly deep. The research isn't just talking about general protection. It specifically shows quercetin shielding our cells from really serious threats, things like radiation and even damage to our DNA. It's a true bodyguard for our genetic code. It's pretty amazing.
All right, superpower number 2 is its ability to fight inflammation. Now, a lot of us think of inflammation as, a swollen ankle or something temporary. But that chronic, low-grade inflammation, that's a key driver of so many major diseases. And quercetin seems to have this incredible calming effect.
So how does it do it? Well, in simple terms, it basically tells the body's internal alarm system to just quiet down. It gets in there and inhibits the production of these inflammatory signals. They're called cytokines and enzymes, and this ability is exactly why it's being studied as a potential therapeutic agent for things like asthma and arthritis.
And that brings us to its third, and maybe the most talked about potential superpower, its effects on cancer cells. Now, it's really crucial to say this is all based on lab studies, but the findings, they are incredibly compelling.
And this table really shows its multifaceted approach. You can see it's not a one-trick pony at all. For breast cancer cells, it slows down their growth. For colon and lung cancer cells, it can actually trigger their self-destruct sequence, a process called apoptosis, which is basically programmed cell death. And then for prostate cancer cells, it's been shown to stop them from spreading.
So with all these incredible potential benefits, you're probably wondering, why aren't we all just taking quercetin supplements? Well, that's where we hit the big problem, the great puzzle, the massive catch that has had scientists stumped for years.
This number right here is the whole puzzle. Less than 1%. That is the estimated amount of quercetin from food that actually makes it into your bloodstream. It means that of all the quercetin you get from that onion or that apple, a tiny, almost insignificant fraction of it gets to where it can do any good.
So what's going on? Why is it so low? Well, there are 3 main reasons. First, quercetin just doesn't dissolve well in water, which makes it super difficult for our gut to absorb. Second, whatever little bit does get absorbed is aggressively broken down by our liver and intestines. And third, even our own gut bacteria can dismantle it. It's like having this powerful superhero show up to the fight, but they can't get through the locked front door.
So you see, the challenge isn't what quercetin can do, it's about how we can get it where it needs to go. And this whole puzzle has led scientists to work on some really clever ways to essentially unlock that door and unleash its full potential. The main strategy here is something called encapsulation. The basic idea is to wrap the quercetin molecule in a protective coating. This coating acts like a Trojan horse, right? It's designed to shield the quercetin from the harsh environment of our gut and help it get absorbed into the body. It's like creating a special key for that locked door.
And scientists are developing a few different types of these keys. You have things like liposomes, which are like little fatty bubbles that hide the quercetin inside a sphere the body can absorb more easily. Then there are nano-emulsions, which suspend it in micro droplets of oil. And cyclodextrins, which create these tiny sugar cages to trap the quercetin and make it more water-soluble. Each one is a totally unique strategy to solve that fundamental absorption puzzle.
So, after this whole journey from a powerful molecule in our food to a huge puzzle of absorption, and now to these cutting-edge scientific solutions, what's the big picture here? What's the takeaway? Let's put it all together.
So here's the bottom line. Quercetin is a genuinely promising compound, no doubt about it. In the lab, it's a rock star, a powerful antioxidant with anti-inflammatory and even anti-cancer potential. But its greatest weakness is that our bodies are just terrible at absorbing it naturally. The future of quercetin as a real-world treatment really hinges on scientists perfecting these new delivery systems. And even then, we still need more human clinical trials to prove these benefits can actually translate from a petri dish to you and me.
It really leaves us with a fascinating final thought, doesn't it? Here we are developing this incredibly advanced nanotechnology, all to deliver a compound that's been sitting in our food for thousands of years. It really makes you wonder, could the future of medicine truly be hidden in something as simple as everyday as an onion?